Hi everyone, welcome to your first training in Google Forms. This is the basic training if you have never created a Google Forms before or you are very new to them. And Forms is a really great feature inside of Google. They are able to help you collect data from students and parents quickly and easily, and then review those results and manipulate those results however you want. So let's get started. First things first is, what is Google Forms? It's pretty much a survey, kind of like SurveyMonkey. You can do polls. They also have quizzes, which can be integrated straight into Google Classroom. And you can have all those responses organized inside of your different graphs. It'll create graphs for you automatically. It'll create a spreadsheet for them, for you to be able to manipulate them. And you can also see them inside of the quizzes inside of Google Classroom. So they're really a great feature and they are super powerful. So there's a lot that you can do. We're going to stick with the basics in this basic training, but there is a lot that you can do. And if you're looking for more and you've already experienced Google Forms, you should go to the Harness the Power of Forms training inside of here as well. So why should you use them? There is unlimited forms and unlimited responses. It's really awesome. You can have as many people as you want answer their questions. It collects the responses electronically, which obviously right now during distance learning, we definitely need. It allows you to work collaboratively with your PLC. Your PLC can create a form together, like a quiz or a test, or even just a survey for parents. And then you can create copies of that form so then you can use them individually inside of your classes. You can then collect and share those responses, which is also great for PLC because it's all available online already for you, and you can just utilize those responses together. It auto-generates, again, a spreadsheet of responses, graphs, and an organized view of responses all on one sheet. You can also look at them by question or individually. And it's mobile friendly, so people can take the forms on any device. So they don't have to be on a desktop, which is really awesome. Let's talk about how to create and name a form. And we're going to go through this together, so I'm going to show it to you. What you're going to do is you first want to make sure you're in your Google Drive. Google Drive is different than Google Docs or Google Classroom, so you're going to want to make sure you're there and you're where you want to be to create the form. And you can see over here that it is an option under More inside of the New, or anytime you right click, and it's Google Forms. So let's go ahead and create one. To do this, I'm going to go ahead and be in my Google Drive. I'm currently in a shared drive, but you can be anywhere. And you can just go to New up at the top here on the top left, and you're looking for my little circle around my mouse. And you can click that, and then under More, there is Google Forms. You can also right-click at any time to create something new, like here, and you can create it as well. It's going to ask you when you create a Google form, if you want it to be, if you hit this arrow right, or hover over the arrow right here, you can create a blank form or from a template. I generally say from a blank form. Templates are district-wide and they're a little bit harder to use, and that's an advanced feature. So you can also just click on the words Google Form right here. When you do that, you'll see a new tab will appear at the top of your browser. So you still have your Google Drive back here, and you've got your new Google Forms that's loading and creating. When you get into Google Forms, the first thing you're going to want to do is name it. This name right here, if you take the untitled form name right here, this is what users will see as well when they take your form. If you name this and you hit, click out of it and you click up here, you should be able to just copy that name up there automatically. So let's go ahead and do that. So I'm going to go ahead and call this like My Practice Form. And you'll see that it's still untitled up here, but if I click up here after I've named it down here, it should pick up that title right away. This description is seen on the first page. You don't have to do a script description, but you can. And you can provide more information on that front page. Then you can create a question right here. And you can see also that we have responses up here and lots of different things that we can do. And then there's a sidebar off to the right over here that we're going to start using. But essentially, this is how you create a form for the first time. If you go up here to the Google Drive, you can see now if I am in the same folder, I now have my practice form that has popped up in that folder. So I can access it at any time to make edits inside of my Google form.